all set for her first ever helicopter ride. She is excited.
I'm ready to go. Think the pilot
विश्व सुन्दरी प्रतियोगिता आयोजक संस्था र विश्व सुन्दरी 2019 टुनियन नेपालका ब्युटी विथ प्रपोज टाइटल विनर प्रोजेक्टका साइटहरूमा भ्रमण गर्दै गर्दा विश्वका अन्य देशहरूबाट कस्ता खालका ब्युटी विथ प्रपोजका प्रोजेक्टहरू भएका हुन्छन् भन्ने बारेमा छोटो चर्चा गर्न मन लाग्यो।
पक्कै पनि आउँछौं, यहाँहरुको साथ समर्थन सहयोगलाई चाहिँ धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद आइदिनु भएकोमा।
प्रस्तुत छ सन् 2019 को विश्व सुन्दरी प्रतियोगितामा उत्कृष्ट ठहरिएका 10 ब्युटी विथ प्रपोज प्रोजेक्टहरूका छोटो परिचय।
Especially to these beautiful young people over here, that we are so proud of you, we're so proud of who you're going to become, and that we're ready to work with you to make sure that your dreams are possible.
मिस वर्ल्डको ब्युटी विथ प्रपोजमा छानिएका टप 10 प्रोजेक्टहरू।
When Beauty with a Purpose first began in 1971, Julia Morley, the CEO of Miss World, simultaneously created her legacy.
मिस वर्ल्डको ब्युटी विथ प्रपोजमा उत्कृष्ट 10 को रूपमा 10 वटा प्रोजेक्टलाई छानिएको छ। ती सबै प्रोजेक्टहरू एक से एक राम्रा र समाजलाई रूपान्तरण नै गर्ने खालका प्रोजेक्टहरू रहेछन्। ती सबैले यो संसारलाई अझ सुन्दर बनाउने प्रयास गरिरहेका छन्। सबैको अनौठा र अचम्म लाग्दा अनुभवहरू छन्। प्रस्तुत छ टप 10 ब्युटी विथ प्रपोजका छोटो परिचयहरू। नम्बर 1, फ्रान्स। मिस फ्रान्सका दुवै आमा बाबुले कान सुन्दैनन्। बाबुआमा नै कान नसुन्ने हुनुको पीडा भोगेकी मिस फ्रान्स आफ्नो शहरको सुन्न र बोल्न नसक्ने अपाङ्गहरूको संस्थाको संरक्षक पनि हुन्। उनले आफ्नो ब्युटी विथ प्रपोजको लागि त्यस्ता अपाङ्गहरू जम्मा हुने र एकअर्कालाई भेट्ने थलोको रूपमा एउटा घर बनाउँदैछिन्।
My Beauty with a Purpose is the opening of a house for deaf community in Guadeloupe, which is a French overseas department. So I am also a patron of the association Bébé à Notre Monde in Guadeloupe, who fighting for the recognition of sign language and deaf culture. So the deaf community have to fight a lot of difficulties every day. Mm-hmm. For example, in my department in Guadeloupe, there is only one professional interpreter. And also news is not translated, and administrative and medical staff are not trained to sign language.
I convinced my family to allow me to step out of these old customs. But I cannot leave these women behind. And I won't stop until I give them a chance. I looked for employment opportunities to bring to my district.
Number 3, Miss India. मिस इन्डियाको ब्युटी विथ प्रपोजको शीर्षक नै प्रगति रहेको छ। महिलाहरूको प्रगतिको लागि उनले काम गरिरहेकी छिन्। उनले महिलाहरूलाई स्वावलम्बी बनाएर उनीहरू पनि महत्त्वपूर्ण छन् भन्ने आवाज दिन सुरु गरेकी छिन्। पुरुष प्रधान समाजमा मिस इन्डियाले महिलालाई सशक्त बनाउने अभियान सुरु गरेकी छिन्। यसले पनि समाजलाई रूपान्तरण गर्ने विश्वास गर्न सकिन्छ।
My Beauty with a Purpose project is called as Pragati, which means progress, and that's what I want for all women across the world. So India today has been so progressive, and women are marching hand in hand with men, but still there are certain communities which are into existence where women's roles are restricted, where they do not have a right to make their own decisions. Mm-hmm. Women in my community, including my own mother, they still wear a veil, and they are still dependent on the men of the family to make the decisions for themselves, whether it be a family dispute or it be a taking independent decision for themselves, for them to express the need that what they want to do and achieve in life, they still don't have a say. I know a lot of women back home who life hasn't been fair to. Mm-hmm. Yes, they have a great house, yes, they have a great family, but still that lack of self-worth is so strong in them because they don't have a career, or they never really had the opportunity to make decisions for themselves, to follow their dreams, even if they desire to do so. So I went door to door and met a lot of them, and you won't believe, when I met all of them, they were, they had this desire to go out and make a living for themselves and not just living for the other people in the family. And so I was trying to understand what they were really looking for, and accordingly I approached some corporate sectors and the government sectors to help me in creating employment opportunities for them. And you won't believe, all of them, they came immediately on board to create those opportunities for these women who have been marginalized. And now today, when I look back, I think that when I started this project, I was hoping to give at least one woman a chance, or few of them who I knew personally through my family relationships. But today there are 35 of them. They are happily doing their work, exploring the talent that they have, and earning a living. Earning which is giving them the financial independence and the confidence through which they can take the decisions into their own hands.
Born in a country that has both natural beauty and culture makes me proud of my heritage, Indonesia.
त्यस्तै तेस्रो नम्बरमा मिस इन्डोनेसियाको ब्युटी विथ द प्रपोज। मिस इन्डोनेसियाको ब्युटी विथ द प्रपोज बालबालिकासँग सम्बन्धित छ। उनले गरिब परिवारका बालबालिकाहरू जसले खाने खेल्ने बालकालमा नै खाजा बेचेर परिवार पाल्न बाध्य भइरहेका छन्, उनीहरूको जीवनस्तर उकास्न सहयोग गरिरहेकी छिन्। उनीहरूको बालकपन फिर्ता ल्याउने अभियानमा मिस इन्डोनेसिया लागेकी छिन्।
So this is something that I work close to my heart, which is about children and women. So I found information from a group I work with, is Odessa, Indonesia. We find out that there are children out in Bandung selling traditional snacks called cireng. It took me some time to see how sad it was. The condition of poverty there is so huge that these children have to burden themselves with money, with economic, while their parents are just farmers that has an income less than $2 US per day. And when we got there, the situation in the village was also really, it wasn't perfect for these children. So we went there, we helped them, we provide them help, which is economic and also eco-friendly solutions. And I wanted to break this cycle of the children so that they can have a perfect life, have a childhood. Because it only happened once in your life, and I don't want those children to not have a childhood.
I never really had a dad. So over 20 years, she was the only one that took care after me.
चौथो नम्बरमा मिस मलेसियाको ब्युटी विथ द प्रपोज। मिस मलेसियाका पिता नै छैनन्, सधैँ उनलाई एक एकल आमाले हुर्काएकी हुन्। मिस मलेसियाको ब्युटी विथ द प्रपोज अति नै हृदय विदारक छ। उनी सडकमा फालिएका बच्चाहरूको बारेमा प्रोजेक्ट गरिरहेकी छिन्। मलेसियामा एक वर्षमा 1000 जना बच्चाहरू सडकमा फालिन्छन् रे, त्यसमा आधाभन्दा बढी बाँच्दैनन् भन्ने उनको तथ्याङ्क रहेछ। उनले तीन आमाहरूलाई शिक्षा दिने र सपोर्ट दिने अनि उनीहरूलाई बाँच्ने आधार निर्माण गर्न पनि लागि परेकी छिन्।
A child has only 3 purposes in life: to be loved, to learn, and to contribute. But what if from those days you were born, you find yourself abandoned and dumped like trash at a dark alley, with stray dogs and cats, insects hovering over you? What if you were not even given a chance to survive? What if you were deprived of love and made an orphan?
So my Beauty with a Purpose is Chance for Change, and it is a project that I initiated with Orphan Care Foundation. And this is essentially to eliminate one of the most crucial yet less talked about topic in my country, which is baby dumping. And I first started doing this a year ago when I visited this little home called Rumah Kita in Kuala Lumpur. And I thought it was an orphanage home, but when I went there was no kids. All that was there was teenage mothers and babies lying all over the floor and just semi-broken baby cots. And that's when I knew that that place held babies that have been baby dumped and found in public areas. And so after doing a lot more research, I found out that over the past few years, and as of 2019, we have over 1,000 babies in Malaysia that have been baby dumped, with 64% of them not being able to survive the day itself. And this issue really just stems from how our younger generations are not knowledgeable enough about this topic, and how these teen mothers that have been raped and abused have little to zero quality education or work opportunities in their hands. So with this project, we really just focused on providing a sense of belonging and providing really much more of the bigger picture, where we actually provide, how do you say this, like an avenue for them to really just speak out. And we do this through two ways. The first one being awareness. We reached out to local schools in rural areas and we educate these kids about things like abstinence, how to get yourself out of sexual grooming, how to say no, and etc. And the second one being sustainability, where instead of having these teen mothers in rumah kita risk their lives to go out and find a job, we bring the work to them. So we created a jewelry line, which I'm wearing right now.
Oh.
And what they do is every weekend we have someone to come in and teach them how to do these jewelries. And we sell them at charity bazaars, and we have online platforms as well. So this creates a sustainable solution for that, and it's been amazing to see these women and these girls just regain a sense of belonging into society again. It's been absolutely amazing.
नम्बर 5 मिस मंगोलिया. मिस मंगोलिया एक डाक्टर हुन्. मंगोलिया कलेजोको समस्याको लागि संसारमै सबैभन्दा अगाडि छ भनेर उनी भन्छिन्. त्यसैले उनले कलेजोको समस्या कम गर्ने अभियानमा लागेकी छिन्. त्यसैले उनले आफ्नो ब्युटी विथ अ प्रपोजको लागि कलेजोको समस्या कम गर्ने अभियानमा लागेकी छिन्. उनले एक अनाथ केटीलाई भेटेकी थिइन् जसको कलेजोको समस्याका कारण उनी 2 महिना भन्दा बढी नबाच्ने बताइएको थियो. उनले ती अनाथ केटीको लिभर ट्रान्सप्लान्ट गरेर बचाइन्. यसरी उनले आफ्नो क्षेत्रबाट नै समाज सेवा गरिरहेकी छिन्.
I'm a medical doctor. As a doctor, I want as many people to be happy and healthy as possible. Mongolia ranks #1 at liver disease rates in the world. I heard about an orphan girl who diagnosed with liver disease to live about 2 months, and she simply said, "I want to live." The sentence really touched me a lot. So we did fundraising, and I was in the operation, and liver transplantation was successful after 16 hours of surgery.
नम्बर 6 मिस नेपाल. मिस नेपालको ब्युटी विथ अ प्रोजेक्ट महिला र बालबालिकाको शिक्षा स्वास्थ्यको साथसाथै एउटा गाउँलाई नै आत्मनिर्भर बनाउने अति नै महत्त्वकांक्षी अभियानमा उनी लागेकी छिन्. यति बृहत स्केलको र दीर्घकालीन प्रोजेक्ट अरु कुनै पनि मिस वर्ल्ड प्रतियोगीहरूको छैन. सोलसिङ गाउँको प्रोजेक्टको बारेमा मिस नेपाल भन्छिन्.
Beauty with a Purpose project is around capability development. So we're working on a pilot project. We are working on a remote village, 140 households. We're focusing on the mother and child of each of these families. We're pushing a kickstart on the education side of things, providing scholarships, adding more teachers, teaching materials, teacher training, but understanding that this in itself, funded by donations, won't be a sustainable model. We are trying to make their parents, enable them as active income generators. So we've taken skills and markets such as carpet weaving, stone making and whatnot, so that ultimately they will be able to fund their own children's education.
And you're teaching them how to fish.
Exactly.
Which is great. I think that's very beautiful, Nepal.
Thank you.
नम्बर 7 मिस नाइजेरिया. मिस नाइजेरिया एक पब्लिक हेल्थ मेजर हुन् जसले व्यक्तिगत स्वास्थ्यलाई नै उनको ब्युटी विथ अ पर्पज बनाएकी छिन्. संसारकै सबैभन्दा ठूलो स्लम अर्थात् फोहोर बस्तीका बालबालिकाहरू जो स्वास्थ्य र स्वच्छको बारेमा बेखबर छन् उनीहरूको स्वास्थ्य स्तर उकास्ने अभियानमा उनी लागेकी छिन्. उनले ती बच्चाहरूमा ट्यालेन्ट देखेकी छिन् र उनीहरूको भविष्य बनाउने उनले प्रण गरेकी छिन्.
My Beauty with a Purpose is about personal hygiene. As a public health major, I decided to base it on personal hygiene in the Makoko community in my country. So the Makoko community is known as the world's largest floating slum. And it's underneath the most traveled bridge in West Africa, and yet still no one is giving it the attention that it needs. And it's very close to my heart. Like I said earlier, when I was younger, I looked different and I looked less tidy compared to the other people, and that really affected me. I didn't even want to show my talents. My goal here is to reach out. You should meet these kids. It's like they have so much passion inside of them. So I did a tiny little fashion class, and I see this girl. I know she's going to be in the next Paris Fashion Week very soon. And all of these things, I don't want them to have to hide it away the way I did. I want them to know that that thing that they think is small, their situation right now is not going to put them down. I plan on partnering with organizations to build schools there, to hold, oh my God, I'm going to hold a concert there where the children themselves actually perform.
Really?
I want them to feel like to see themselves as the stars that they see on TV. I want them to know that they can be that star. It happened for me, so it can happen for anyone.
नम्बर 8 मिस ट्युनिसिया मिस ट्युनिसिया एक डेन्टिस्ट हुन् उनको ब्युटी विथ अ प्रपोज मुस्कानसँग सम्बन्धित छ सन् 2013 मा ब्युटी विथ अ प्रपोज जित्ने मिस नेपाल इसानी श्रेष्ठ पनि त्यस्तै खालको मुस्कान बाँड्ने ब्युटी विथ अ प्रपोज अभियानमा लागेकी थिइन् जुन उत्कृष्ट भएको थियो मिस ट्युनिसिया दाँत र गिजा सम्बन्धी समस्याले मुटुको रोग डायबिटिज र अन्य त्यस्तै विभिन्न खालका रोगहरू निम्त्याउन सक्छन् भनेर भन्छिन्
Beauty with Purpose project is connected to my career. So as I'm a dentist, I know how important oral health is and how it's connected to our overall health. So many people might be asking, how does the oral health to do with our overall health? But in a word, plenty. In fact, an unhealthy mouth, especially if you have gum disease, can increase the risk of serious problems such as heart attack, diabetes, preterm labor, and even what else? I forgot, but there are
many more things.
Many more things. Yeah, people should know that. So I think it's right for all of us to have access to health services and.
Number 9, Miss Venezuela. मिस भेनेजुएलाको ब्युटी विथ अ प्रोजेक्टको बारेमा त्यति धेरै थाहा भएन किनकि उनले स्पेनिशमा भनेको विवरण मैले बुझ्न सकिन तर उनको परिचय भिडियोको अनुसार उनले पनि साना बालबालिकाहरूलाई सहयोग गर्ने प्रोजेक्ट गरेकी छिन्
Can be found in each person. I am Venezuela.
नम्बर 10 मिस भियतनाम गाउँमा बस्ने मिस भियतनामले आफ्नो गाउँलाई शहर र अन्य गाउँहरू बीच जोड्ने प्रोजेक्ट गरेकी छिन् उनको ब्युटी विथ अ प्रोजेक्टको लागि त्यसको लागि उनले बाटो पुल आदि निर्माण गरिरहेकी छिन् अति महत्त्वकांक्षी मिस भियतनामको यस प्रोजेक्टको लागि उनले देशभरि नै फन्ड कलेक्सन गरिरहेकी छिन् यसले कनेक्टिभिटी स्वास्थ्य शिक्षा र अन्य आवश्यकताहरूसँग सहज पहुँच पुग्न सहयोग पुगिरहेको छ
Beauty with a purpose is building road connecting dreams with the aim to build a proper road for the people living in the remote mountainous area. You know, I moved to Hanoi City, which is our capital, to study my bachelor degree. And being in such a huge metropolis makes me realize the huge difference between my place and the city. And that makes me want to do something to somehow change my hometown, no matter how big or how small it is. And I finally come up with the idea of building a proper road to connect the two poorest villages in my hometown with the outside world. I have been fundraising across my nation and received massive support, both financially and mentally, and I am so grateful for their help. And finally, I built them a road to improve connectivity first, and then I hope that other better things like access to education, healthcare, and amenities would come along. And after this project, I realized that happiness comes easily. Happiness is when I can reach out to the underprivileged, to listen to them and help them and provide something that they really need, and to see the smiles on the children's faces and hear them laugh so loudly. Even when I'm sitting here in London, my fundraising hasn't stopped. I have been fundraising to continue doing some other projects to help those who are in need.
यी थिए मिस वर्ल्डमा टप 10 मा पुगेका ब्युटी विथ द प्रपोज प्रोजेक्टहरूको छोटो परिचय विश्वका अन्य देशहरूमा भएका उत्कृष्ट प्रोजेक्टहरू र विश्व सुन्दरी प्रतियोगिताले उत्कृष्ट ठहराएका नेपालका ब्युटी विथ द प्रपोज प्रोजेक्टको बारेमा तपाईको धारणा कमेन्टमा लेख्नुहोला धन्यवाद